there was some new Tekken 8 info that came out from Tokyo Game Show, right? There was like a whole Tekken talk, right? So Tekken had like a Tekken talk live, right? It was kind of like, you know, just their talk show of just some of like the new updates for the next game, Tekken 8, which will be launching in January 26th, right? And there's going to be a lot of games. Excuse me. There's going to be a lot of games that will be coming in like January. It's like 1 month after Christmas, so like belated Christmas gifts, but it's going to be a chaotic like post Christmas season. Under Nights is going to be coming out, Tekken 8, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Persona 3 Reloaded, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. So there's a lot of games coming for January, and it's going to be just nothing but a bloodbath. It's going to be nothing but a bloodbath for upcoming video game releases, right? I don't think there's any... Well, October's going to be Spider-Man. November is going to be something Pokemon related, just like is like a guarantee. December is going to be all about the Jeff Keighley Game Awards and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And January is going to be like, for me, Tekken 8, right? Because that's the only game I'm like looking forward to. I don't have an interest for like some of like the other games, right? Maybe like Yakuza, but I have to like get affiliated with Yakuza first. But Tekken 8 started giving out some like info early. I didn't give any pay attention like to this Tekken talk until I started seeing some like new info come around for Tekken on like my Twitter feed, and I was like, you know what, let me just like react to it and talk about it, right? Because there was a lot of info just, you know, being shipped out. Yeah, here she is. Here's Panda. So we got Kuma, we got Panda as well. So without any like release date, damn, Panda's cute.
With the theme Tekken 8, the road to proficiency, we'll be sharing new and juicy information about the battles here on this stage. I am Shun Mitsubishi, your host for today, and please be sure to stay with us till the very, very end because we have so much to share with you until the very last.
So much to share, okay.
また本日は英語圏を皆様に向けても配信を行っております。日本
And I apologize in advance because, like always, I haven't read.
Look at Parada with the panda fucking thing. God damn.
こんにちは皆さん、プロデューサーのマイケルです。本日いろんな話できればと思いますので。
This is where they introduce the cast and stuff. First of all, for beginners playing Tekken 8, what should they play first? The story. We actually get to see the first snippet of story mode? Oh man, Lars. Oh, what the hell? Alright. Okay, it's already sold me. And of course, you know, Kazuya walks out like a baller. Mishima. Oh shit. I'm already liking the story mode. Oh shit.
その戦争を始めたのは貴様だろう。
貴様だろう。
デビルの血を根絶するためだ。貴様は自分自身すら否定するか。
はい、このような形でシームレスにバトルに切り替わります。
So as you can see, you go from the siege immediately straight into the battle.
Oh, just like Tekken 7. Action to actual battle. I love that shit. Ooh. Oh, this is like chapter 1, right?
基本的にはスペシャルスタイルを使うと本当に攻撃ボタンを連打するだけでキャラクターがかっこいいアクションを繰り広げてくれます。
And as you can see, by just simultaneously pressing the buttons when the special style is enabled, you can do all kinds of cool attacks like this.
Just so. Oh, that's cool. That you could do a special style here. Doesn't make you look like a bitch. I mean, we talked about this. Ooh, it looks cool. Fight. Oh shit. You get QTs? I like it. I like it. I'm already impressed. Sono tedo ka. Oh, command grab? Jin going in? Ah, damn it, Jin, you fucked up the combo. I must atone for my sins. In game. And there's the CG.
茶番はいい。さっさとデビル化するがいい。お前を殺し、すべてを終わらせる。
Oh man, I want more.
ありがとうございます。
I want more. God damn it.
鉄拳7から半年後が舞台になってまして、和也とジンの親子対決のところから始まって、ジンがデビル化してさあどうなるっていうところまでご覧いただきました。
So the story in Tekken 8 actually takes place 6 months after that of Tekken 7. And as you can see, it's the battle between both father and son, Kazuya Mishima and Jin Kazama. And you can see right in this footage that Jin's about to transform into Devil Jin, and that's when it stopped.
これ本当見せたのは本当の一部です。すごい長いストーリーが今回ちゃんと入ってるので相当プレイしごたえがあるっていうのと、あと結構ご存知の方も多いと思うんですけど、鉄拳って全てのゲームという歴史が始まって以来最も長いストーリーっていうギネス記録、鉄拳でギネスいくつか持ってるんですけど、そのうちの一つがこのストーリー。最も長くこのゲームの歴史上続いてる話が鉄拳なんですね。でそれを聞くとそんなにと思うかもしれないんですけど、鉄拳1から7までの話は全く知らなくても大丈夫で遊べるっていうのと、あともう一個は分かるようにちゃんとギャラリーモードに、今までのエピソードが全部入ってますんで、それをじっくり見てもらえば分かるようになってます。
So what you just saw was only just a slight part of the actual overall story. There's really a lot there to enjoy once you see the final product. And for those of you who maybe think that I don't know the story from Tekken 1 through 7, we have you covered because there's going to be footage from past games to let you know what the story's like, and we put it in gallery to make it easy to consume and to check it out.
Oh, in
Many people don't know Tekken has several Guinness records. One of them is actually for the story. So it has the longest running video game story, not just fighting games, but video game story.
Really? longest running video game story? I mean,
実は原さんもう一つ
I want to see that comparison to like Mortal Kombat or something like that, you
そうで
know?
すね、さっき言ったメインストーリーも非常に長いボリューミーなものを入れてあるんですけど、もちろん、鉄拳といえば、初代の頃から続くねキャラクターごとのエピソードっていうのがあると思うんですけど、それも今回もちろん、入ってますので、各キャラクターのファンの方もキャラを深掘りしたちょっとアナザーストーリーみたいなのが楽しめるようになってます。
So, Harada, I think we have some more details about that as well. And the answer is yes, we do. So not only do we have the main overarching story that contains all the characters for the main story, but there's also little character episodes that kind of show you what's going on this time for each of the individual characters as well.
Character episodes are back. Okay.
はい、じゃあその様子をちょっとスライドになりますが
Alright,
お見せしますので、次のスライドをお願い
Azucena is
します
gonna make the best coffee to fuel Jin so that he can kill Kazuya
はい、今
Mishima.
回全32キャラクターの
Oh, and here they are, right?
エピソードが
Nice.
楽しめるキャラクターエピソードというモードを収録しております。全キャラクリアするとご褒美のエンディン
So
グ
all the
が見れ
different
るの
like
で
character
こちらもぜひ
What the fuck was
お楽しみください
that? What is this? Tekken is a serious fighting game, guys. We can't have we are absolutely allowed to have something like
は
this
い、というわけ
be
で、まあ、初
incorporated
心者
into
の
the
方は
main
こんだけ
Tekken plot.
たくさん
The character episodes just like a small like little talk is that the character episodes were like a previous feature in Tekken 7, right? Because Tekken 7 had its like big cinematic story mode with Kazuya versus Heihachi, and of course, you know, incorporating Akuma from Street Fighter as a pivotal role to like, you know, the narrative of Tekken 7's story. So how are all these like other characters? How is Lily going to help out the main characters like in the main story mode? No, absolutely not, right? Lily's going to like do her own thing, and instead of like going through like arcade ladders like in old previous Tekken games, Tekken 7 is, you know, was smart enough to make character episodes so that you only do like one rival cutscene. You have like an intro, you fight your rival, and that's the end of the character episode. So in my honest opinion, that was like a really smart move from Bandai Namco, right? Because if it was like the old traditional arcade ladder, right, that a lot of like, again, these old fighting games have, you would just have to go through trial and error, right? Fight your rival, then fight the main boss. Like it has to be like some like demon or Jinpachi, blazing Jinpachi, or like true ogre from Egypt, and then you get like your ending cutscene, right? So in here you just get like a small like intro outro dialogue of a certain character, and that's it, right? I think that like that's smart, because you know, not a lot of these characters are going to be canonical to the main story of Tekken, right? Xiao Yu may be, right? But a lot of the other characters is like, you know, these characters are just not contributing anything worthwhile to like the devil gene, right? So that's smart, right? That's smart, and it's actually really like impressive that Tekken did that fundy trick, you know? Like it's pretty cool.
エピソードの楽しみで、そしてスペシャルスタイルと思います。このアーケードスタイルの基礎
How do I learn the basics and techniques in arcade style? How can I do
関
this?
してはやはり、格闘ゲームは初心者だったり
Oh yeah, right, because like Tekken is a very like hard fighting game to learn. It's like the button schematics are 1, 2, 3, 4, and a lot of characters, like Harada said, are 100 plus moves, you know?
But also all the fans that we've had that played the games up until now. And we have a little bit more to tell you about that. So next slide, please.
はい、それがアーケードクエストになります。プレイヤー自身の、アバターを作成して、90年代のアーケードシーン、ゲームセンターを舞台に
The player can learn the basics of battle and practical techniques, along with the progression of the story mode from the player's point of view.
知識やテクニックを学べるモードになっております。
Oh, so you
we'd
get
like to tell
to...
you about a brand new mode for Tekken 8 being the Arcade Quest. So what this is you create an avatar and you'll be exploring the arcade that's kind of modeled after 90s arcade scenes and culture. So as you do this, you'll have several friends that'll accompany you, as well as Max, who is kind of your guide on this journey as you
Max.
progress through different arcades.
そうだからこれあれだよね
As well as
さっき最初に
Wait,
見せた
Max,
メイン
dude?
ストーリーの長いストーリーモードのストーリーとあとキャラごとのエピソー
Did
ド
he just say
の
Max?
Arcade scenes and culture. So as you do this, you'll have several friends that'll accompany you, as well as Max, who is kind of your guide on this journey as you progress.
He
through
did say
different arcades. As far as story content goes,
the
you actually
influence is
have,
real.
3 different things that you can enjoy.
That's
in the game.
awesome, though.
First being the story mode we were just mentioning, the character episodes we mentioned, and now this is kind of a story of you as a player and your progression as you learn the game.
はい、まあスライドだけでやっぱり物足りないと思うんで、こちらも、なんとなく雰囲気がわかる映像をご用意しましたので、映像をご覧ください。
And we want you to be more excited than just checking out a slide, so we have some footage to show you for this mode. Next movie, please.
Ooh.
はい、こういう感じでもうよくある昔よくあったゲームセンターから物語が始まっていきます。
So as you can see, you're kind of in your standard arcade that, if you can remember, it's quite nostalgic, and this is where it starts.
はい、で相棒のマックス君っていうのがいるんですけども、マックス君が最初に覚えるべきコマンドだったり、ヒートシステムっていう新システムをしっか
Ah,
り
really?
And so Max, like we said, is your guide in this mode. He's going to be telling you how to perform the basic controls. Not only that, but telling you about how to do the different features of heat, the heat system, which is brand new for Tekken 8.
はい、でプレイの状況に応じて、上手な行動ができたりするとこうやって褒めてくれます。
And so if you're actually learning and using the stuff you've learned in the matches, Max will actually say, hey, great job, or you'll see those things as he appears on screen.
で各地のゲームセンターにはこういったカスタマイズをしたまるでプレイヤーのような、CPU が出てきて、その CPU と対戦しながら空中コンボだったり鉄拳のテクニックに必要なモードをこういう表示とともに、学習して覚えていけます。
And as you're progressing through different arcades in this mode, you'll find these other avatars that are customized just like players who you encounter and you battle against. And as you're battling them, you'll see on-screen prompts that even help you progress through this mode.
This is like a good mode that you can like go into this mode and it actually teaches you how to play
So in this
Tekken.
manner, you'll be practicing,
Right,
all
which is
the
like, you
moves that
know,
Max teaches you, and then
Right, which is like, there's not a lot of like fighting games that give you like an in-depth tutorial system on how to play like a certain fighting game, right? Most of these like tutorials are just like they show you a button, that's all you do, right? Go nuts, here's the practice round, you learn everything you want to know from there, right? The problem with that is that not a lot of fighting game tutorials are engaging enough to new players. Right, that's like the only that's like the one deterrent to a lot of casuals and new players is that they touch like a fighting game, that's it, right? There's no like investment to keep, there's no like engager to keep them invested into playing or adding more hours on their clock and also on the game's clock to play like a fighting game, right? And that's like a huge problem, right? A lot of old school games like Marvel 3 had like a tutorial system. Marvel Infinite had a tutorial system, but they were not, they were not engaging enough, right? But clearly, a lot of new fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, what else? Guilty Gear Strive also. A lot of those games, like modern fighting games, now have modes where they teach new players how to press like a certain button, what are the certain mechanics of like a fighting game that you should utilize in said fighting game. That's actually really like good, right? Because it shows them, instead of just like pressing like that button, right, what it's useful for. How can you throw this out in like in neutral, right? I mean, not yet into like neutral because, you know, a new player is not going to understand neutral, but it's like a good tutorial system to have to just essentially go over and show them how to press a certain button and what are the properties of that certain special button, you know? It hits me right at home because, like, you know, I'm a tutor and I always like to explain, you know, what's the, for like a mathematical problem or, you know, a computer problem, why is this so and so, right? How does this like work in this situation, right? So this tutorial system, like Arcade Quest, really like teaches you the nitty gritties of like a fighting game, and I'm glad that Tekken is doing that because Tekken is, you know, it's a hard fighting game to get a mastery over, right? So you've got to like learn as much as you can from Tekken because otherwise, you know, the game's going to be figured out a lot quickly, right? A lot of sweatlords and pros are going to be playing this game, and a lot of new players are, if they play it like, you know, at their slow pace, they're not going to be able to pick up Tekken 8 and they're going to drop the game, right, in the process, right? If it didn't have like this mode, right? But since Tekken 8 has this mode, right, just this like engaging tutorial system, right? New players can absolutely drop in and play some Tekken, right, and compete with pros.
Use that knowledge to fight your rivals in the arcades.
今パワークラッシュを覚えたので、では実戦で試してみようっていう感じでプレイヤーに話しかけて実戦っていう流れになります。
And now that you've learned the ins and outs of power crushes, now it's time to actually try it out on a rival.
Damn.
ここでも成功するときっちり褒めてくれますんで。
And even in your battle against rivals, Max will say like, "Hey, great job."
Yeah, but that's cool though. Teaches you how to play.
はい、なんで教えてもらったことを実戦でこう試していってどんどん成長していくようなモードになります。
We also get to see like different moves for we also get to see like a move showcase for some characters.
レイジになったよってことも教えてくれます。
And even if you forget, like if you're in rage, Max will be like, "Hey, you have rage. Why don't you use it?"
という感じで、まあ、なんていうんですか、ね、
Don't forget, you have rage.
後ろでこう相棒がアドバイスしてくれながら実際のプレーを学んでいくような体験ができる。はい。
And what is it? The Super Ghost Battle? What are its
Super
features?
Ghost Battle.
スーパーゴーストバトルっていうのは、
Players can play against AI ghosts with real player-like movement that continue to learn the player's gameplay characteristics and habits. AI learning using Q learning for fast and repeatable movements.
What the Super Ghost Battle does is allow you to kind of make an alternate version of yourself that plays just like you do.
Ah.
You can actually play against those ghosts of other players.
はい、でシリーズ
I never found like the usefulness of ghost battles, right? Just making like the fighting game that you're playing takes like an AI like data analysis of what you have, right? Of what your match history is like and how you play, and it plays almost exactly like you. So it teaches you how to like differentiate your move style. I never used it.
Some of you
Right, I just play like online.
Tekken actually had ghosts before, but this is totally unique. It's been built from the ground up.
左側がプレイまずは基本的な移動周りの動作を教えています。
The ghost will copy your moves.
Next video, please.
はい、これも左側がゴーストで右側がプレイヤーになります。
So left is the ghost and player on the right.
So this is just like ghost battles, right? I'm not interested in ghost battles though.
中段と下段の2
As such, it helps you, you know, as Mishi Master.
Your
you
Ghost,
play
downloaded
different
Ghost,
matches, I believe,
CPU
previous
Ghost.
and
You
now
can
these
play against
players
various
themselves,
AI ghost
you
data,
don't have
including
to do that
yourself
often.
and developers.
So, quite
Oh,
interesting.
so these will be just free? Like, so I can play like a ghost of Arslan Ash, right? Or Nee, or Anakin.
Just background info, the
That's
Battleground
cool.
Master
I'll
is,
give it that.
very famous.
本人の、癖だ
Pretty impressive.
何よりも本当に
Oh,
こう
classic,
うまい人が
Khaiza
強い人の
costume.
ゴーストができると対戦すると分かりますけど
Okay.
本当に
Ghosts and
ような街のようなものをビジュアル化した、大規模ビジュアルロビーを用意
Fight
しています。
Lounge.
そ
Oh,
こにバトルエリアって言って
enjoy interacting with other players in a large-scale online visual lobby. Their battle hub, essentially.
アバターのカスタマイズを購入する。ロビーには最大100名まで入れます。
This is how it looks.
up to 100 people can join the same lobby.
Up to 100 people.
ここではそのカスタマイズのアイテムを購入したり、自分がキャラクターのカスタマイズや
Damn, you get to
アバター
go
のカス
into
タマイ
like
ズを記載
an,
することもできます。
I wish there was a real store, like a Tekken shop. You know?
And also you can change change into different items with your avatar.
And you could go to like
結構開発中やっぱ作るときに
arcades,
毎日通いたくなるような本当楽しげな
yeah,
空間にしようっていうこと
literally
で
just Tekken,
見た目だったり音楽だったり
Tekken's version of
すご
Street
く変わりま
Fighter's
した
Battle Hub.
And so
That's all it really
こうや
is.
ってビジュアル化して
Created by Tekken fans is coming back at the Tekken Fight Lounge. Please tell us about
oh, Tekken Ball. So there you go.
Oh, I've heard about this, right? Yeah, I've heard about this before the Tekken talk even happened. You have like the volleyball minigame mode that was in old Tekken games. Like I think Tekken 3? I think Tekken 3 had this. So you get to literally play volleyball with Tekken characters. Yeah, right here.
アレンジしてみました。
We chose characters from Tekken 3 and made them look similar to that installment.
That's cool.
実際このモードは相手を殴るんではなくてボールにダメージを与えてそのボールを
Yeah, this is what I also love too. Is like let there be just like hokey, like just fun minigame elements, right? Again, like not a lot of fighting games, you know, have this outside of like a relative few, right? Street Fighter nowadays have that. Mortal Kombat has that with the Towers mode, right? But you know, just like cool, like fun mini games that's outside of like the story mode, the competitive aspect of a fighting game. Just like go nuts and just have fun. Like grab a homie and play like some Tekken Ball or something, or Tekken Bowling. Yeah, I think Tekken Bowling was there in Tekken 7, but this is like, well, not bowling equivalent, but just like mini game equivalent to that, right? Tekken like ball, Tekken Ball. Now we just need like Tekken Force mode, right? Then we could be, you know, this is some good ass Tekken. But again, mini games like just the casual level, right? Because at the end of the day, fighting games will get popular through like, you know, fan support and competitive support. But what about, you know, casual fans, right? Because casual fans will like drop like a fighting game at like the blink of an eye, right? Because it's casual nature, right? There are a lot of other games out there in the known ecosystem. So what can we do to engage like the casual player base from not just playing story mode and online, but with offline aspects, right? And you know, Tekken mini games is especially one of them, you know?
してしまうと体力が減るといったミニゲームになります。
And obviously, this is different than battles where you don't directly attack your opponents. You attack the ball, which again concurs damage. And,
Hey, mommy.
If you hit your opponent with the
What
ball,
time dinner? 8:30?
It can do damage to them. Or on the other hand, if you drop the ball on your court in such a manner, then you'll receive damage.
はい。でここでもホーミングアタック、パワークラッシュ、トルネード誘発技といった、鉄拳の上達に必要な技を使うと魔球といったすごく高速のボールだったりジグザグにブレたり 上空から落ちてきたりする
Ow.
楽しいボールに
Damn it, Brian, you did heat smash.
And
That's
by
not
using
fair.
Some attacks like
What the fuck?
homing attacks or perhaps power crushes or certain moves
Here
like
I
that,
go!
you can
Oh,
choose
fuck!
to, make the ball have like a different glow to it, and it
Damn.
actually travels in a different trajectory.
これオンラインももちろん対戦マッチングしてできますし、あとオフラインでもできるので大会とかのイベントのサイドトーナメントとかで遊んだりもできます。
A side tournament for Tekken Ball?
Be played online against other people or with your friends offline. So if you
Oh,
want to-
so it's also an online mode too.
Just playing Tekken Ball.
Nice.
これね、昔僕が鉄拳3の時に本当は空中コンボを練習するモードを作ろうとして失敗してビーチバレーになっちゃったんです。それが今やこんな立派なモードになって本当に。
So Harada was just mentioning that he actually was trying to, back in the day, create a mode that teaches you how to do aerial juggles, but he messed up and it turned into this kind of beach volleyball game. It turned out quite well.
はいなんで本当に普通の
That's
対
cool.
戦に疲れた時もおすすめで
Alright,
すし
what else?
But it
23まだ
Taking a break.
Tekken Talk the Tekken Project wants to play Tekken.
対面の筐体だったり
Oh, that's where they talk about online, right?
筐体を使った
Three battle modes are playable in the lounge. Group, quick, and rank.
主にできるのはこの
Quick and
3種類
ranked.
の
Each
試合形式
with
になります
battle and spectate
So there are
options.
actually
Okay.
3 different battle types that you can do.
So you could just go to
in
like.
Fight Lounge. One of
Ooh,
them will be,
okay.
Quick match. This is for people who don't want to lose their rank or to have any kind of movement. Just to
Ah,
have
so
fun.
casual.
Then there's also a group match where there's a bunch of arcade machines and they're separated into groups, so you can fight online against people in your same group.
Ah,
And
okay.
Also, rank match, which many of you are familiar with. You fight against opponents, and your rank can actually change accordingly.
あとオンラインマッチっていう
Simple enough.
While playing yourself, you can actually stand behind other people and spectate their matches.
なので、まあ、実際
But wait, can you like?
While playing
But here's the
yourself,
thing, right?
You can actually stand behind other people.
But here's the thing, right? A lot of people have been making like this plea for Tekken 8, right? Is that while you're spectating somebody else, can you like practice like in a room by yourself until the next match comes, right? Because that's like a plea that I always hear like from my friends, and a lot of other games have been like doing that, you know, tremendously well with Guilty Gear Strive and with Street Fighter 6, is that, you know, you can spectate, but you can also like lab while you're waiting for a match, you know? Can you like do that here?
And spectate their matches, play against people.
テッケンボールも一応オンラインでできるんで、はい。
Well, and if we're talking about online battles, then I guess we should include Tekken Ball. That's another option you have to play against people online.
はい、でもちろん対戦だけではなくてですね、まあ、ゲームセンター同様に、まあ、対戦している人の、実際どういうプレーをしているかっていう後ろからの観戦もできるようになっています。
But like in the arcade, it's not just about playing yourself. You can actually stand behind other people and spectate their matches.
なので、まあ、実際この人とぜひ次対戦したいなだったり、なんかちょっと自分と同じぐらいで勝てそうだからやってみたいなみたいな、そういった体験ができるようになってます。
So you can actually watch people play and be like, oh, that's an interesting player. Maybe I should play them next. Or maybe this person's about the right skill level for me. Maybe I should.
So far, no.
No.
まさに
Well, then again, right? You could. It's like an open lobby system, right? It's not as slow. It's not as like what was it? Not
Just like the
It's not
arcade,
as linear
if
as
you
like the
control
old
the
Tekken
board,
lobbies,
you
right?
can
You can
see the
actually
players in the background.
go to different arcades, and then you could go lab out certain characters
はい、で、
in the
まあ、
game.
そのプレイヤー
So that's
の
good.
実際どういうプロフィールだったりスキルを持っているかっていうようなプロフィールを確認できるような画面が、まあ、右手にある、画像になってますね。
Not only watching them battle, you can also look at a player's profile, which shows you various things about them, including their various skill rankings, etc.
So you just mentioned a rank match right now, but
How
the
does rank match system differ from that of
How
Tekken
do you
7?
slide prepare?
やっぱりランキングを公平に行うっていうところで、
Ah, what was this?
BO3
A total of 30 ranks in 37 in Tekken 7, but 30 in here, including including completely new rank sections and revived ranks from past titles. Down ranks are not lowered even if the player loses up to yellow rank. Practice functions can be used while waiting. Registered friends/competitors are displayed on the Dawn rank gauge. Best of 3 system eliminating infinite rematch.
これはちょっと理由がありまして、
Oh, so it's now a best of 3 system. You don't do infinite rematch anymore.
マッチングにかなり影響しているので、数は
I kind of like the former, right? Because you want that like run back and you want to continue until you feel like you won.
Also, the number of ranks that we had this time.
But I get it. They want to make it like, you know, tourney like friendly, I guess.
And there's several reasons for this.
I guess that's
One
the
is
reason they want to like do that.
Compact the group a little bit and down, so it'll
面で確認
percentage.
マッチの
I would like to ask them, how can those kind of people become stronger? アドバイスお願いします。
I keep losing online matches and it's frustrating. What should I do?
かな
Laugh.
り
それだって格闘ゲームだけじゃなくてあらゆるゲームのみんなが永遠に
It's just
解決できない
That's a huge question because whenever you're playing competitively against someone, it's something you're always going to face.
まあそこをなんとか。
そうですね、結構難しいんですけど、先ほどの質問で一つ私ちょっと説明し忘れたんですけども、実際そのランクマッチで人に負けて心が折れてしまうっていう体験の前に、前半戦で紹介したゴーストが実はすることでいいので、
Kind of reflect on something that I should have mentioned during the first part about the ghost battles. So, and
だと弱めに
なんか強くするあれがないんです。He or Arslan Ash or some kind of fame says he wants to ask a kind of mean question to Nakatsu just before we move topics. So say you have Ni or Arslan Ash or some kind of famous competitor in the Tekken World Tour. Can they make their ghost weak on purpose so that people can't learn their strategies?
はい、結論から言いますとできます。あえて対戦していると、
You could try to make a weak ghost and upload it so that people don't learn about you in the competitive scene. But the ghost is quite clever and it's gonna learn your tendencies. So if you're practicing and playing the game, it's gonna learn that version of you.
Like I said, I don't use like ghosts at all.
方が優れてる部分っていうのは必ず
I mean, it's a
残る
good
ので
strat. It's like AI learning, but hardly.
なので、
Nah.
その例えばランク
Ooh, the
だったり
select screen,
自分
right?
のメインキャラ
This is for the
と相手のメイン
beta.
キャラ
Oh.
を戦うのがなんか礼儀だったりとか暗黙のルールがありますけど、サブキャラクターで相手のメインキャラクターに挑んでみるっていう
Oh, you're gonna see an
相手
actual
のこ
match?
とを気にせずに、対戦を行うっていったのもゴーストバトルの特徴だと思います。
So in various scenes in FGC, they have unspoken rules. Sometimes you're expected to use.
God damn, Asusena looks fine.
But if you're fighting their ghost, then you don't have to do that. You can fight with your sub character or whoever you like.
はい、といった感じ
Hey,
で、
what happened?
他人に
King was about to
迷惑
cry. Oh
かからない
my
し
goodness.
もし、
God
対
damn
戦
it.
してもちょっと怖くないといったような
He would, rather than playing against human, interesting ghost characters or very.
そのランクマッチで
Get back to the match.
導入した機能
My
なんですけども
replay and
まあ
tips.
2人
would be
点々がそのまま練習できればきっと次の、対戦に活かせるだろうっていうそういう思想から作られたモードになります。
So just the thing would be my replay and tips. This is actually something we had in Tekken 7, but it's been greatly improved for Tekken 8. What this is you know, it sucks to lose, but losses are very valuable because they give you many hints on what you can do to improve to be a stronger player.
Right.
はい、では実際ちょっと負けた試合はどんなラウンドだったかっていうのをご覧いただきたいと思います。
So now I'm actually going to show you footage of one of my matches in which I lost and how I review it.
はい、サンプルとして自分が例えばリリだった場合の例です。
And for
Damn, new
example,
costumes?
when, he's playing as Lily.
状況的にはもう2本取られてこのラウンド取られると負けちゃうみたいなそんな感じのラウンドですね。
So in this situation, he's already down 2 rounds, and this would mean the match if he loses it.
はい、おそらくこれが最も心が折られる状況だと思いますね。1ラウンドも取れずに負けてしまう。
So this is probably the most frustrating instance, right? When you lose 3 in a row.
はい、そんな時どうするかっていうのを次の映像で、解決策をご覧入れますので、次の映像お願いします。
So what do I do? I'm going to show you in this footage. Next video, please.
はい、これ先ほどの負け試合のリプレイになります。
This is a replay of that match I just lost.
Okay.
でリプレイで改善すべき点があるとこうやって表示が出てくれて、これは空中コンボもっと高いダメージのコンボが入りますよっていうのを教えてくれます。
And during the replay, there's prompts when they find something you can improve on. In this instance, your aerial juggle was low powered, and you can do more damage with a more optimized combo.
はい、で空中コンボの改善点だけでなくてですね、反撃、この技をガードすると実は反撃ができるんですっていったようなことも教えてくれて、リプレイからその場で練習が可能になります。
And not just aerial combos, but when you block a move and are able to punish but didn't, it teaches you like this. And you can actually go straight into practicing punishing.
Oh,
あとは上段のしゃ
wow.
がめる連携があった場合にここしゃがめるんだよっていったようなことを教えてくれて、実際ここは結構すごいんですけども、リプレイをそのまま操作しちゃうっていう10秒間だけリプレイのキーを乗っ取ってあと10秒違う動作をしたらもしかしたら避けれたかもしれない、こういった練習ができるようになってます。
And not only that, but it even shows you when there's certain strings which you can duck to evade certain points. But what's really cool is during the replay, for 10 seconds, you can actually take control in that particular instance and see if you could have done something better.
Oh,
投げ
what?
抜けも教えてくれるので、投げ
Enable
抜けたら
controls.
両パンチを押せば抜けれたかなっていうところを同じ状況を再現しながら練習が可能です。
It'll also teach you when you don't do proper throw escapes. It'll tell you the proper inputs and let you practice right on the spot.
Oh,
はい、なんで課題を
Oh,
教
wow.
えてあげて、その場ですぐに
that's
練習して
revolutionary.
上達への
Holy
道
shit.
に案内してあげるっていうのがマイリプレイ&チップスになります。
So not only does it tell you what you did wrong, it gives you the opportunity right then to practice and to improve that.
素晴らしい機能だよね。
That's incredible. That's like I said this first time, right? That's very revolutionary, right? Because the thing is with fighting games, like especially like nowadays, they have a system where they automatically, save your replays when you fight against like a homie or against like a random person online or like local, right? It takes all of your, match history, right? And the replays give you like insightful like looks, right? Because like replays are just saving your like most recent like match that you did and just shows you like what I did wrong, right? It's a very, before Tekken 8, it's a very like passive way of like learning how to learning it, what you did wrong and how you like lost, right? And of course, as Michael Murray's talked about, losses can be very like excruciating, but they could also be very valuable at the same time because it teaches players what you could have like done that prevented like that loss, right? And the fact that replays give you the ability to control your character for a certain amount of time that you could have like done this, right? So it makes like the replay value much more like vital for fighting game knowledge and growth, because damn man, how many times have I got beat by my my friends and I didn't get like the good punish opportunity and like I fucked up because of like muscle memory. How valuable is it to just like take control for a few minutes, right? For a few seconds and just learn what could I've done differently instead of just watching it. I'm actually like doing it. That's really like vital. I know like what I saw on Twitter that some people mentioned that this is a previous system, like how it was in Guilty Gear Accent Core plus R. Plus R had that feature where you can control like your character for a few seconds, and you could like go into replay, control a character, and just change up a certain move of like what you did into like a different one. That's really revolutionary, right? But again, right, I haven't played but again, it's Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R. I have not played a lot of that game. I played like a few times, but not really like to the degree that like I'm a Guilty Gear like Accent Core Plus R addict, right? So I don't know anything else about like the game. But the fact that like Tekken is a very like knowledge check type of like game, right? There's a lot of like different strings. There's different punish opportunities that you could do to counter like somebody, right? There's a lot to learn about Tekken. It's literally one of the most difficult fighting games because it's a 3D fighter next to like, you know, Virtual Fighter or something like that, right? That's just like, you know, my take on it, right? I could be wrong, but Tekken 8 has a lot of information that it throws on you, and you could be doing this, you could be like doing that. So I'm glad that the replay feature is kind of like, you know, organic, right? It actually like shows you what you did wrong and allows you to do a different allows you to do a different option than the one that you did recently, right? So this is kind of like revolutionary. I'll still say it like again, right? It's really dope.
すごいよ
That's a
ね
great feature.
どこの会社が作ったんだろうねこれね
I
まあ
wonder
作
who
ったん
made
ですかね
that.
これ。
こんなんなかなかないでしょこれ
I was
I don't
like,
really see
yeah.
that often, do you?
これは素晴らしい
Who has never fought a human opponent.
すごい技術。
This tells you, this feature tells
I
you
would like
how
to
become
practice more
stronger.
thoroughly. What should I
本
do?
当にちょっとこれだけだとよくわかんないと思うんですけど。
Okay, same training options in Tekken 7.
Go into the move list and you'll see
はい。
Is this like training mode? This is like how you do practice.
で横に移動す
that situation.
You know, I would like for Tekken to have is like do trials. Right, I love trials. I know it's like a 3D, I know it's like a 2D fighting game feature, but I would love them to do just trials, right? Hard, excruciating, like not necessary but cool looking things that you can do in Tekken. That you can do in Tekken. Like Street Fighter has that, Ultimate Marvel 3 has that. I like to see like cool like stuff that you can do with
Is there
Tekken.
any way we can try out Tekken 8?
20日から23日に
And of course, the
かけて
closed beta
クローズド
test.
ベータテストを行います。
October 23rd is going to be crossplay. Tekken Fight Lounge ranked match. 20th to 23rd.
Use a special style during the battles.
ここに座んの
こっちです。で使用するものと同じ、はい、ビルドになってまして。
Oh, is Harada gonna
今
play?
回、まあ、僕はアズセナを使ってプレイして、原田はフェンを使うと。で実際カスタマイズスロットっていうものが CBT でも、使用
Oh
でき
damn,
ますので
Asusena with the swimsuit.
セットいくつかあります。
And of course, Harada picks Fang. I think he's like a Fang main.
With all the characters you see on the character select.
せっかくなんでちょっと今回はこのゴージャスなコスチュームで。
And Nakatsu will be playing against Harada, and as you see, there's actually customization
でも
presets
俺は
to choose.
デフォルト
新しい方でいこうか
はい。
Of course, that's like the same with Tekken 7. There's custom presets that you could like equip on a character.
で
Yeah, the last time we saw Harada play was like in some like Evos ago. Right, he's like a Harada's like we give him all the shit that we like give on Harada for like, you know, jank hitboxes and like things that are certainly like fucked up like in older like Tekken titles, and especially like
では
Tekken 7 like online. But he's a nice guy, right? He actually is involved with the Tekken community and has a lot of, you know, has a lot of admiration for the Tekken community.
Pretty quick, huh?
God damn, Asusena looks fine. God damn.
はい。
Of course, you can skip the intro if you want to.
実際こうやって
You can skip the intro?
もう僕はスペシャルスタイルにしてます、
はい。いつでもこう切り替えられますんで。
And you can see that you can switch between special style at any time, on or off. Harada's going.
Oh, so it's also in local as well, not just story. Damn.
スペシャルスタイルはこういった感じで状況に応じてコンボを勝手に変更してよりダメージの高いコンボを決めてくれます。
So what's cool about special style is it optimizes the combo depending on the situation, whether you have heat state, rage, etc.
はい。
Damn.
あとはスペシャルスタイルも実は出せる技が増えてて、普通の四角だとヒート発動技が出るんですけど、前と四角を押すと相手に技を、仕掛けて攻めを継続するような技を出せたり、後ろと
後ろだとワンツーとか、ね、
ワンツーが出たり、
で前だとこういうふうに詰める、
はい、結構前のクローズネットワークテストよりも、拡張と改善をしています。で下段攻撃もですね、実は前と入力をすると変わったり、
こういうふうにこれも
はい、
ワンボタン
So in the closed network test, players can also do this, right?
It's actually different.
Switch
後ろ
freely?
だとこういうふうに投げが出る。
So, and you can see it's changed from the CNT because for the square button and for the cross, you can actually now do directional inputs along with it to get different variations of the special moves or lower attacks.
なのでよりスペシャルスタイルが遊びやすくなってますんで、その辺もクローズドベータテストでご確認ください。
So it's even easier than before to check out special style. So we hope you'll try it out in closed beta test.
Oh, nice. I was just saying stuff. Oh, is that a fucking
ど
launcher?
んどんギミックで
Go into the basement.
再仮想することができます。
And you can see the breakable aspects of the stage in which you continually go deeper to lower levels.
.あとアズセナは結構このリベルタドールって構えがあると上段をこうやって勝手にかわしてくれたり、集団攻撃以外であれば
Oh,
自
so
動で
we get to see an up close of
かわしてくれるので
Azucena's
すごく楽しい
stance.
と思います。
And you can see Azucena is using a special stance which allows her to automatically dodge high attacks. So she's quite fun to play.
Azucena unleashed the ghosts, the Aztec ghosts. Ooh, Fang with the shoulder. Around the nose.
はい、こういった
Oh,
感
that's
じで
it.
三角ボタンを連打しておくとレイジ状態だと最後レイジ圧まで決めてくれます。
So
でレイジ圧系をするとコーヒーの CM 風の演出が入ります。
So just when you have rage available, just
Oh, you get outros when you finish people? Oh, very Soul Calibur like. I like that.
And if you finish your opponents, they have little remaining health. If you finish them with that, it goes into a kind of a cool little intro with a coffee CM. Commercial.
That's cool. Everybody has that. That's cool.
おお
Damn.
はい、こんな感じで知らないキャラクターでも誰が使っても楽しめると。
So as you can see, by using special style, it lets you pick up any character and quickly be able to play.
That's
も
cool.
う一試合ぐらいいけますかね。
One more?
あ、もう一試合やっても大丈夫そう。
Okay, one more.
One more. Ah, damn, the one more.
お見せしようかなと。
So let's show off a bit of Raven.
俺はどれでいこうか
Ooh, Raven?
好きなキャラを使っていただいても。
I kind of want to see how Raven's shadow clone jutsu is. Oops. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I told Nakatsu he should actually go for it.
スタイルから遊んでもらえると楽しいと思います。
So we'll hope you'll find a character you think looks cool and then check them out using special style. It's quite fun.
Bro. Damn, Raven's
ボタンしか押
sick.
してないので
I kind of want to learn this bitch now. Ooh, ooh, oh my god. Eradicate all evil. Damn, Raven. Holy shit. Rider kick.
Also do just with one single button press.
Oh, is it only like, wait, is it final round? So you have access like to rage. I thought Raven would get like a special outro or something. Shit.
まあ、かなり前のテストの時よりも多彩な技が出せる。
そうですね、よりいろんな技を出したいっていうご意見だったり、もっと駆け引きを充実したいっていうような意見だったので調整しました。
So you can see that a lot more moves are available now in the special style. This was actually due to player feedback and they wanted more options in the back and forth with their opponent.
でこうやって下段を出したり中段を出せば本当に格闘ゲームの2択が味わえます。
For example, you can simply do this low attack quite easily and then follow it up with a mid to do kind of like a mix up your opponent.
Raven looks so fucking sick. I'm loving how this bitch like moves. This is the first time I'm seeing Raven. Like, I knew about like the character. Well, I knew about like the character in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That's the first time I saw him. Because again, Street Fighter Cross Tekken is the first time seeing Tekken characters. Oh damn, that's the outro. Oh shit.
今回ね、だんだん服とか顔とかもどんどん汚れていく。
そうですね、汚れていったりしますね。
But I only remember him from that game, so I kind of want to like learn him here just to get like an idea how it feels. And of course his moves look sick. You know, like crazy ass like Wesley Snipes Ninja Man. Damn, look at that. Ooh, Devil Jin. Devil Kazuya.
今みたいにヒートバーストにパワークラッシュ機能がついたのも最近の変更点で CB
To see it from the actual battle between the two.
はい。
で、何
scheduled to be
So that was it for Tekken, right?
more in January 2024.
Oh, this Tekken fight stick. Look at that shit. Look at this shit. Oh my god. I got a Street Fighter version, but damn, this is fucking clean. Holy shit. $229. That's the same for every like Hori fight stick alpha. That shit looks sick. And these are like good sticks because they're like wide, they're like very spacious, right? In the legs. Sorry, in the thighs. Of course, the buttons are also good, right? That shit, but that's a really solid stick. I have like the Street Fighter 6 one, so I definitely use that stick from like time to time. It's really good. But yeah, that's like the Tekken talk show, man. Like a lot of info was, you know, dropped and a lot of info to digest. Shit's like crazy, right? I think like Tekken, you know, from what I've like gathered, is going to be the very like Street Fighter 6 of like the game, right? And of course, you know, its promoting feature would be, you know, the lore of the story mode. So it's like a little bit of like Street Fighter 6 with like Mortal Kombat. We're gonna sell you like some good ass Tekken with like the heat system and whatnot, right? Very much like callbacks to Street Fighter 6 with like the drive in Tekken 8 is going to be, you know, the heat mechanics to make you like be aggressive and like go in instead of being defensive all the time. And of course, like the lobby system is also like just a blatant like reference to Street Fighter 6, but it's also like Mortal Kombat at the same time with just, you know, promoting like the story mode, and you could actually switch styles in story mode so that you don't have to worry about like learning a character, an intensive character on like the fly. You could go to style and just like have fun. But Tekken 8 so far is really promising right now. The fact that it just offers so much to you, not just as like a fan of like the franchise and not just a competitor of the franchise, but also just an all-around casual player getting into like Tekken, right? Learning how to play. You have all of these like practice features. You have a replay option that actually allows you to give you like knowledge and show you what you could have like done, and gives you like control of what you could have like done. All these like different elements of all these different like accessibility elements, these tutorial elements, you know, give like new players like an up in confidence, right? Because that's the thing with fighting games, is that there's not a lot of features to help bridge the gap between fighting games to new players, for new players to become immersed and actually like intrigued in a fighting game. There's not a lot of things that they could show you of what you did wrong and how you can make that new player better, right? And Street Fighter is, you know, doing that with like story, with the world tour stuff, and with the practice options, as well as modern controls and dynamic controls, right? So you have a lot of different flavors for new players to jump in and play Street Fighter, and you don't feel like ass because of the mechanics and the flavor in another sense of like the graphics and how characters like look. Street Fighter is already like popping off, but you know, we have Tekken 8 right here. I kind of want to get this like Jin Kazama SH figure arts, by the way. But Tekken 8 is also doing accessibility features, because again, like the Khaiza has said, Tekken is a very intensive and a very hard to learn fighting game. It's not an easy like fighting game that you could pick up like a Street Fighter or like a Smash, right? It's hard to learn, but also it's relatively like easy to master sort of like game, in my opinion, right? It may be different from like others, but that's how I see it, right? But it's a very immense knowledge check type of game, right? So the fact that Tekken 8 has a lot of these like features is really, really awesome. I really dig that a lot for Tekken 8 going forward, you know? But yeah, man, I can't wait for Tekken 8 now. It's gonna be a fun game. A lot of my friends, including a lot of like my friend, including myself, is going to be jumping into Tekken, and it's gonna feel like a fun time, right? I can't wait for this new title, and I kind of want to get that like fight stick, you know? Just look at like this like clean ass fucking arcade stick. It looks so sick.